It's a new school year and you guys are now in third grade, which means we have new goals for us to reach. So you are going to write your goals and we are going to draw a portrait with you and your goals for the year. If you look at mine, I have a couple. You can do up to 4 or you can do 3. You can do 5 if you want. But my goals are to relax, do my best, enjoy the little things, and don't get frustrated, which I think are great goals for this 2020-2021 school year. And I will see you soon. We're going to work on our portraits now. We are going to draw today a portrait very much like the one that I drew with myself with the picture in front of my face. So the first thing we're going to do, you guys are going to draw in pencil, I'm going to draw in Sharpie just so you can see, is we are going to draw a piece of paper. And I forgot to tell you, you're going to hold your paper the tall way. If you hold it the tall way, then you can fit your head and your paper. So let's make a fake paper. So we're going to make it look like a notebook paper. Now notebook paper would be the size of a rectangle. You might have some holes in your notebook paper. You can even add a little shading if you want on the side. And then if you guys notice on your notebook paper, you usually have a margin on the top and then you have some lines. That was my dog. If you didn't hear her, she was just yawning. So you're going to do this. And usually the notebook paper, I think you have usually a red line here and then blue lines, and sometimes you even have a side margin line. So on our fake paper, you're going to write goals 2020 to 2021. I'd like you to then write in pencil maybe 3 to 5 goals that you would like to reach for this year. Once we draw our paper, we are going to start our head. Now the nice thing is you are only going to draw eyes, a little bit of nose, and your hair. So let's start out like this. Let's start with our head. Then about here, we're going to have our nose. So you're only going to see the top of your nose because your nose is underneath the paper, just like mine was in the video. Then eyes. Start with a curve, then make the bottom of the curve. So you're making a football or lemon shape. Next, you're going to make 2 curves on the inside. And don't forget your pupil in your eye. Now, we're going to draw these 2 little white circles on each eye. These 2 little white circles are the reflections of light in your eye. It'll make sense when I color it, but if you look at anyone's eye, even your eye in a mirror, you're going to see 2 little reflections of light. And that's what we're drawing with those circles. Once we draw that, you're going to draw your eyelids. Okay, is it starting to look like a portrait? I hope so. Draw eyelashes if you'd like. You don't have to if you don't want to, but we do have eyelashes. The next step, we're going to draw eyebrows. Now you have a couple ways. You can just draw the shape if you want. I'm going to draw the shape on both. You could actually just draw them thicker like this if you want. Or to make them look realistic, you make lines go up and down and then they start falling down. If you need them thicker, you just do a second row. So these are 2 ways that you can do eyebrows. Now, here's the thing. Some of you are going to see some of your ears depending on your haircut, and some of you have long hair, so you're not going to see it. So I'm going to draw where the top of my ears go, but that does not mean that you are going to see your ears because you might have longer or shorter hair. Now, if you have shorter hair, or anybody who has hair, you are going to make sure your hair starts here. If you don't draw your hair here, you're going to look like you have a wig on your head. So we're going to come across, start from the bottom, and then maybe if you have straight hair, we'll draw that. Make sure it comes down. I'm going to get another paper because I want to show you how to draw other kinds of hair. So if this is your head, I'll only do half heads because we only need the hair. So if you have maybe curly hair, you can always do a second layer, make a little curlier even. If you have short hair, maybe you have your hair's longer and you pull it to the side. Now, if you had long hair, you wouldn't see it because of the paper. If you had curly hair, same thing, and it was long, you wouldn't see it because of the paper. If you had pigtails, you would see them If you had a bun, you would see it. If you had, let's say, a ponytail, you might only see just a little bit. Or if you have a high ponytail, you might see more of on the top of your head. So look in the mirror, check out your hair, and draw your hairstyle. Once you've drawn your hairstyle, you are going to then come back and you are going to write your goals and make sure that you do a couple of things. Now, normally we would add some hands on here. We can add them if you'd like. If you don't want to, that's fine. But the hands go like this. 1 curve, 2, 3, 4. Your thumb would be on the other side. And then you would just add your fingernails. But you want to make sure you don't cover your goals. So that could be a little tricky. What you're going to do after you draw it in pencil, you're going to trace it all with Sharpie. After you're done tracing, erasing your pencil marks, you are going to find crayons or color pencils that match your skin tone. Remember, hold them up to your skin. See if they work. See if they look similar. Sometimes you have a color that doesn't really match your skin, and sometimes you have to blend 2 colors. So, take your time, color your portrait, take your time on your face, no scribbling, go slow, but I do want to show you how to do the eyes. I'm going to use blue for this one. When you color the eyes, do not color those white circles. Those are your reflections of light. So take your time, go in the circle, don't color the white parts, but color the circle and leave the white parts. Then it gives it that nice reflection in your eye. Remember, you do not have to color your paper because your paper is white already. But you will have to color your background. So make sure when you are finished that you color your background. You can do 1 color, or if you want, you can blend 2 colors. I would not go more than 2. If you want to do stripes, that's fine also. If you do stripes, you want to do like this. 1 line, color it. Or you do a 2nd line and you color it. When you are done, make sure that you take a picture. Make sure it's in your frame of your camera or your computer. Make sure that you have a nice clear picture. You load it up into Schoology so then I can give you a grade and I can see your beautiful artwork that you spent lots of time on. Hope to see you soon.